Hi everybody. I gotta clean up stuff. What else I can do? Throw out the trash! Throw out the trash! Go. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, what else do I have that we've got here? I'll probably end up using these. Okay, scraps that I don't need. Probably will still need this. Tools. We need scissors. I can get some semblance of order, that would be great. Please, I'll just get this when I need it. And then this guy. Here, this one goes in the drawer. Wherever that is, it goes into. Which one does it go into? This one, this one. Why? Why you stop? Ow. Play. Oh, why is the internet being so weird? There, okay. Well, hello, Blue Aquarius, and thank you for following. I'm glad you like it. I made it recently. I think I was doing this on stream very early on. So hello and welcome. I've got a whole bunch of stuff on the table. So many things. So many tools I need to put away. I'll probably leave that there. I'm all over the place. I can't with organizing sometimes. Am I really? I just realized. Oh no, they're right there. I don't know. I'm crazy. How are you? It's telling me that I have 0 viewers right now, so I have no idea how many people are actually here. I don't know why it keeps doing this. Looks like I got at least one. Even reset the API. I know not. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you today? I am okay. I feel a little ragged, but mostly I'm okay. So I just kind of threw this on. I didn't even do my face. My face is natural because I was lazy. Also, well, that's not true. I don't know why I'm making excuses, but I woke up with one of those crick in your neck things. I twisted my neck somehow, and I was just waking up and stretching, and I stretched the wrong way badly, and so now it's like this shoulder is twingy. I'm like trying to deal with it. It is what it is. So I almost considered not streaming today because of it, but I think, and I have to do this. This is a commission for somebody. So it must be done. But I am making an adorable Otome dress, and the whole thing is out of satin, which means that I have to stabilize all the seams right now, so I have to cut strips of this fusible tricot. It's like a French, very fine tricot interfacing. How are you today? Oh, but you already said how you are. You're doing well. What are you doing today is probably what I meant to ask. Just hanging out, watching streams. I'm always just super happy when I see that I get new followers, because I get it in my email, and he's like, Twitch, you have a new follower. I'm like, oh, I wasn't even on, but I have a new follower. How nice. understand how that feels. Hope your neck and shoulders feel better. Yeah, probably after a hot bath tonight, it'll feel better. It's so dumb, too. It's like, I was feeling pretty good, you know, doing that satisfying stretch thing, and I think I, like, scrunched really hard into my shoulders, and I'm like, oh no, that's bad! Then I woke up all crabby because I was so upset that I did that to myself. I did it! It was me! All of these seams need to be stabilized because it's satin. And if I don't do this, the satin will pull apart when somebody's wearing it. My client in particular. It's very nice. They're a returning client. And I love to say that they're a returning client. Like, I have returning clients. They like my stuff. They ordered more stuff from me. How nice. Hi, Minty! Hello! Huh? No camera? Oh! What in the world happened here? Give me one moment. I didn't even check. I just did this from afar. What is happening? Oh, there we go. That's better. I'm sorry. I didn't even check it. Well, I feel sheepish. Oh, you missed this? Weren't you here like not that long ago? Or, you know, when was the last time you were in the stream? So many strips. Yay! It's cold today, so I wanted to wear I made this dress specifically for fall weather. I wanted long sleeves that looked cute. I'm glad you love it, thank you. Well, it's straight from the Otome no Sewing book, number 2, pretty much. Otomike! Yeah, so I showed the book that I used for this particular design. I mixed and matched various elements. But the dress, it's literally called the dress. But it comes from this, and what I do is I mix and match different versions of this dress. So it has a Peter Pan collar and is a zipper back. So it's basically this one, only I put the collar on there. I don't know how well you can see that. Yeah, Otomike. It was a very random buy, and I ended up making this one dress from it that I did the mix and matching thing, and it turns out that is pretty popular. I sold that dress 3 times, and this is the 4th time I'm making it. first time I'm making it out of satin. You know what I found was really interesting? I might have been talking about this before, but I think it's so interesting how people are watching my stream, and especially my clients have been tuning in to watch their dress or their thing being made. It's so fun. Like, I'll get emails from them or messages from them afterwards saying, I was watching your stream, and they would like comment on something I said or on something I'm doing. It's so sweet. Okay, I may not have made that wide enough, so we'll figure out where to put it. Yeah, totally neat. Blue Aquarius. Yay, new people in the stream. Holla. I'm sorry. I am a dork, and that is just how this works. It's really sweet and helps in building a nice connection with the customers, in my opinion. Yes, I agree. It is not something that I'd considered before. I just thought, oh, I'll just work on commissions while I'm on stream. And, you know, maybe people will like to watch the commission being made. I did not anticipate that the clients themselves would like to watch it being made. My idea of Twitch and the people who connect to it don't usually go beyond, like, the typical people that might find themselves on Twitch. So, as it turns out, the clients that I've been commissioned by just start watching my streams simply because, so outside of the usual audience of Twitch. Justifies your price as well, so much work behind the scenes. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I like the idea that people can see exactly what goes into all the stuff that I make. Like, yeah, okay, my dress is $200. Watch, here's why. Like, this is, I try to have a turnaround of 20 days, sometimes faster, but even within those 20 days, there's a lot going on. Like, ruffling alone is such a chore, but it has great results, so I want to try to educate people, too, about buying cheap, especially in Lolita, buying cheap Lolita dresses. Like, dude, that's not fair to us, because we can't compete with that price or that market. Right? Yeah. Alright, I have strips here of, looks like spaghetti. It looks like noodles. I may need to cut more, I don't know yet. But the idea is, okay, I did cut out like one part. This is going to be the lining. Yes, it is what you think it is, but it's fine if the edges are bound or, you know, stabilized. So where did my piece go? This is my piece. This is the front lining piece, and I am going to apply all around these edges where it's going to be sewn, which is all the edges, the tricot. This is a very fine French tricot stabilizer. So it's super, super soft, won't crinkle. Oh, hey, Melon! Hello, Melon! Yes, I am wearing the floral dress today. I wanted to wear something with long sleeves because it is cold today. Going over stabilizing. Oh, I actually did tie it this time. How funny of me. I am okay. How are you? I got a little crick in my neck I woke up with this morning because I'm stupid. The way I stretched was very bad. So now I've got a little bit of trouble moving my head this way. Just chilly, so I'm staying inside. It's an inside day. I feel that. So this interfacing is very stretchy, so it has a little give in it. And it'll keep this from unraveling. Let's see if it's ready. Oh, that's the other thing I needed to do. I was not able to find my iron off. Ribbon Kitten! Wow, everybody's here today! Hello, hello! Let's see, is this going to be problematic or what's going on? Okay, so this is going to keep any of the seam from pulling apart and unraveling on me, or rather on the client who's going to be wearing it, because after wear and tear, that's gonna happen. It's satin, it's just what it does. Let's see, what did you miss? You didn't miss anything. I was just getting started, cutting a lot of strips of this French tricot fusible interfacing, and yeah, that is about it. I was supposed to go out for flowers for my posies, but the weather was just nope. I'm staying inside and having soup. See, I can understand that. Well, aren't you in Canada too? Did you get snow? We got snow up in Santa Fe, so if we got snow, we're the high desert, but we're still down south. So if we got snow, you got snow, most likely. Alright, so this stuff, I'm going to try to work around this tight curve because of the way that it stretches. I should be able to do it. Can you see that? Can you see what I'm doing? So we're going to start just with the tip of my iron right here. I might need to do it this way. Hang on. I think mistakes were made, but that's okay. We'll figure this out. Just be mindful of one's fingers. It is almost Halloween. What's going on? Clip the interfacing should help with laying around the curve. You're right, it should. Even if it is stretchy. Thank you. See if that helps a little. Oh, somebody is a learned seamstress. Very nice. You guys saying hi to each other? See, that works. That's still gonna be a nice stabilizer. Now this is a synthetic, but I have it on a little bit of a higher heat setting just because. So I'm not letting it touch too long. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's do... I'll do the same thing on this side. I'll just get this part over with. So I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna just fuse it down on the corner and then work my way up with some clipping. I don't like these scissors. Why am I using those? Yes, I just learned that trick for hem tape. I've never used hem tape before, like official hem tape. I've just made my own, so that's very clever. Thank you so much for telling me that. And it's like, why didn't I think of that? You'd think I would know better. I do clip my curves when I'm turning things out, but I really appreciate that though. That's very helpful. Super helpful. Okay, we're gonna work around this curve. Oh, good grief. That's okay. This is just the lining. I'm not too concerned about the way it's looking. I'm gonna stick that one a little bit more. Okay. The chat is active today. I wish I wasn't multitasking. I know it is active today. That's amazing. I am so happy everybody's here, but it's still telling me 0 people. Why, Restream? I don't know. Something's not updating on this end, so I'm just gonna have to rely on over here. Well, there's at least 4 people. Really wish it wouldn't do that. It's very, very confusing and misleading. Alright, gotta keep going. Gotta go fast. It's not too bad. Now my only concern is that I'm also going to have to do this on the bodice itself, and the bodice is made out of this stuff. So it's, I want to say, a little bit nicer as far as the quality of it, but I can still, like, if there's a hole puncture, like a needle puncture in this fabric, and somebody's wearing it, I can just imagine that it's going to start pulling apart as it's breaking those delicate threads. It's a really lovely printed fabric, but I will have to do something about the stabilizing part. I almost considered stabilizing the entire bodice just so that it didn't look so apparent. What's the word that I'm actually thinking of? Is that even close? A thing that looks strange. Words. Why can't I words? Yeah, it is so pretty! And then so that's the facing. The collar and the cuffs for the sleeves are going to be made out of this. Here's the collar. So I've already interfaced the collar. It's going to go like that, sort of, maybe. Like, you get the idea though. So this is interfaced with it's fairly light interfacing. It's a sheer interfacing, but I am now seriously considering if maybe I should just interface the entire bodice so that it doesn't lose integrity. Thread integrity! Decisions need to be made. And anyway, I'll get back to that. For now, I am working on putting this homemade hem tape all along the front. I still have to cut out the back of the interfacing, or the the lining, words, god darn it. It is, I like it a lot. It's Spoonflower. So this is the satin option of Spoonflower. Usually I've only ever worked with the cotton, their petal cotton option. So this is my first time working with the satin. I ordered a sampler because you can get a sample pack from Spoonflower for $3. And what they do, I think, is they will send you a swatch of all their fabrics with colors printed on them so you can see what the colors look like when it's printed. And that should be arriving in the mail hopefully today. At least that's the guess, that's the theory. That looks like a really tedious process right now. What made you think that? Huh? Is it because it is a very tedious process? This is what I do. And this, I really like this client too, so I want to make sure that this comes out nicely. I don't want to F it up. It'll be worth it in the end. There's not going to be enough of this, so I need a new... I'll save that. Maybe for something. Oh, I know what I can do with this. I can put it on the shoulder over here. I gotta find a source for this particular tricot interfacing. That's cool. Didn't know Spoonflower did that. The sampler pack? Yeah. I think they've been doing that since the beginning, but they changed it. I used to have one, and they updated it to include the printed colors on the swatches. So yeah, and it's really affordable. It's a $3 sample pack. Alright, I'm going to just tack this down right here. And then start doing my clippy clips as suggested by Blue Aquarius. This Blue Aquarius. You know, I'm Aquarius too. Are you Aquarius? I was born in January. February 15th. Sweet! I have a friend who was born on February the, what is it? The day before Valentine's Day. The 13th, I think, is that day.
Look into my eyes and don't be shy. Feel the music in your blood tonight. Feel the rhythm in my bones. What do you say? I don't know. Nah, I can't hear you out, yeah. Follow through the mellow, I can show you the right move.
can't imagine how much the shipping will be. That puts me off. Oh, Minty, yeah, you're in Portugal, so shipping is a little bit more costly away from us. Even to Canada, it's pretty expensive. Which is weird because it's Canada, but I guess the customs thing, you know, I don't know. I think it's all silly. Let's see. Oy, oy, oy. I almost wasn't going to come on today, guys. My shoulder is in pain. You know, I just thought too, I should probably take something for that. Ibuprofen or something. If I were a responsible adult, that would be the thing to do. But that is questionable at this point. I don't even dress like an adult. I mean, look at me. Who wants to grow up anyway? No, but really, I think I should take some ibuprofen. Jeez. Let's see. I know I should, but I can't because I gotta do this first. So, we'll see how far I get before my body gives up on me. Shipping, shopping service for spoon flour? You can always use a shopping service too. Would that be cheaper? Because I thought it's the shipping that we're talking about, so... And the shipping would be the same, question mark? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Whoo-wee. Okay. I'm still learning about it. Oh. Yeah, I mean, shipping to Europe has just always been expensive. I have to charge something like $20 just to make sure that whatever it is that I'm sending is covered. Alright, so for the bottom, this is going to have a skirt. It's going to be a fully lined thing as usual, so I like to fully line my dresses these days, unless the client asks for just the facing and no lining. But because of that, it's going to have a skirt part attached here. And there's these darts. See, and I'm wondering if I should also interface the darts. Do I need to, like, let's see, where was that short piece that I had? Here's one. Like the dart. I don't even know if that's gonna look good. If I do one like this. Is this a long piece? It's another long piece. I think they're all long now. Or it might be better to cut a triangle just a little bit wider than the dart itself. I mean, if it had princess seams, that's a different story, because then you would just go over the princess seams, but these are darts. I don't know if I ever showed you or you know what I'm talking about as far as the pull-away thing. Let me show you. here. See, one, as I'd like to remind you that these bloomers are for sale. They do not have elastic in them, they're just pull away. But yeah, here's the tag for them. Bloomers. Okay, so this is the skirt I made in that video. Isn't it cute? Isn't that just so cute? Here, I'll show you here. Yeah? It's adorable. It's fully lined. And I used that satin as an interfacing. Hold up. Look at what happens. Can you see that? So look at all these seams. You know, actually, now that I think about it, that's not the same fabric. This is a lot cheaper. I still worry. But it's kind of the same idea. It's going to pull apart unless I stabilize it. It's okay here, but at the, see, it's already pulling here. Definitely here. So, now you see why I'm doing this. Otherwise, it's super cute. I don't even know if I can fix that. It's just, oh, it's so ratty. And I wore it maybe once or twice. It has an invisible zipper on the side. It has the corset lacing, elasticated section in the back. I worked hard on this thing. You could see it in the video. So, stabilize the hem and the seams of your satin, people. You'll thank me later. Anybody want some bloomers? The waistband is elastic, but anyway. I sold my other ones. I made like 3 of them, and that's the last one that I've got. Until I make more. I actually made some really more elaborate ones. I really should do a whole thing on bloomers. Alright, this goes back. Oh no! Hem tape ran away with me. So, lesson learned. That's what happens. Hello. Yeah.
Wow, he's from the
Oh. I know. Sorry. Oh, is it windy outside? It feels like it is. Jeez. Windy. Yeah. No solution for that. That's sad it's coming apart like that. Well, it wasn't stabilized, which is the whole reason I'm doing this. See, I'm almost tempted to literally just cut a triangle shape. Or I will wait until the darts are actually put in, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do from there. But for now, I think that'll be the end of stabilizing this for now. Okay, so there's that. I do need to seriously consider whether or not I should put the shear weight interfacing on this. Is it on? That's gonna... Are mistakes being made right now? It's not cotton. Oh! My thirsty iron is thirsty! I need a thing. Oh, here's something. My iron is parched. Cute! What is it? Oh, it's actually like oh, fun! Oh, that's cute. That's adorable. Yeah, I do. Yeah. Oh, because you were in Taos. Yeah, I've not experienced it in recent years myself.
So I'm very excited. I'm going to get all of the candy. Also my box that I can wear my vampire bangs for.
Oh. Yeah, I was thinking of wearing my vampire bangs, painting my face white, and putting like blood dripping from my mouth.
Nice.
I've got like some super red lipstick that I could wear.
Sweet.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun.
My boss basically said you can wear the bangs but nothing else. I was like, okay, cool.
Whoa.
I was like, okay.
Your boss said that?
Basically they said you're not supposed to dress up. So I was like, if I do that, is that alright? He's like, yeah. As long as you don't dress up more.
Okay. That's cute.
I was like, yes.
Ah, the spirit of the season.
Right?
You okay? Yeah, so... Why are you wrinkling? Stop it! I can't even. I can't with this bodice. Yeah, it's pretty. It sure is pretty. Why won't you go down? Ugh. I mean, this is polyester. I don't want to put too much heat on this or else it's gonna melt. I don't know if you've ever experienced high heat on polyester before. Do you ever do that?
Not really.
Yeah, it's plastic.
Yeah, I'm pretty careful with my temperatures, but...
Well, when I was 16... What? Oh. When I was 16, my mom let me have my great-grandmother's scarf, and it was wrinkled, and I didn't understand about temperatures yet for ironing. And I was gonna do a really good job on that thing. I put that iron rod on there. It did not take long. It took like 2 seconds for it to melt a big hole in this chiffon scarf that was my great-grandmother's. I was pretty sad.
Yeah, I turned that devastated.
Yeah. But there is also a trick in that, like acrylic for doll hair. If you ever want to curl doll hair, all you have to do is boil some water, put the doll hair in a pin curl.
So steam it, basically.
Not even, you dip it in the hot water, leave it for a couple seconds, pull it out, and then undo it, and as soon as it cools, you undo it, and it should keep the shape because it like melts just enough to keep the shape of the curl. You can do that with synthetic wigs.
I might have to try that for a wig.
Yeah, I learned wig styling that way, and then I found out that basically doll hair is the same thing. So if you want to curl a doll's hair, you can just do that. Okay, that's still. Hey, Melon. Welcome back. I am dithering. I am starting to consider that the entire bodice just needs to be stabilized. This is so thin. It's so thin. Do we have parchment paper? We do, don't we?
Sorry, what?
Parchment paper?
I mean, yes, down there. I'm showing wax paper.
No, not wax paper. Parchment paper.
I can buy one.
It's here.
Okay. Let me sit here in my room next
Okay. you have enough there? You think
No, I need more.
we're gonna pile on a little more?
I was gonna grab the other candy, but I decided I'll give you the more back.
Keep working on that cavity.
At least spend enough money on it.
Why am I doing this when I could just use... No, I don't want to use my expensive tracing paper. That's crazy. Alright. Hey, Melon, you missed the giveaway yesterday. By the way. I was giving away my new stickers. Oh, wait. But we talked about that. Didn't we? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. I'm trying to think. Parchment paper. Okay. So this is the same stuff that you can use when you're doing perler beads, which I have. One day I might play with perler beads when I don't have all these commissions. I'm attempting a thing. Well, I mean, to be honest, I did tell you about it. It's like, you have been probably one of the most consistent besides Minty, but I remember I thought you were there first. Like, you were the very first person to start talking to me when I got on stream for the first time. And that was amazing. So, at the very least, I think that you would be a person who deserves it. It's so fun, too. Did you see them? Did you see these cool things? I got these awesome things. I'll probably do another giveaway today for one of these awesome stickers with the pretty little Lolita girl right there. My friend in New Jersey designed my logo for me, and I have been forever grateful. It's a little sad though because they're one of those. It's my friend's girlfriend who's just the super nicest person I have ever known. Both of them are so sweet. Little backstory, when I turned 16, I had a little internet boyfriend, and that was him. He was 14, though I didn't know that. He was very tall, so I actually, for some reason, thought he was older than me. But he and I, even after that puppy love phase, I think it lasted all of, 6 months or something like that. He came out to my birthday, for my sweet 16 birthday, way back in 1998. But even after all that, we remained friends online for the longest time, and then we reconnected, and I got to meet his current girlfriend, and she is so sweet. Both of them are just such great people, and she, bless her heart, offered to do my logo for free. She did it for free, and I still have it, and I maintain it, and I use it everywhere, and I constantly thank her for it, and it was just the sweetest thing, because it was the most perfect logo I could ever ask for. So I've been making good use of it. So all credit for that logo goes to that person. And I'm not sure if I should say her name on stream, but definitely she deserves the credit for it because it's perfect. Yeah, it is nice. They are really cute, those stickers. No, for sure, for real. Like, I cannot claim credit of that beautiful logo. The logo that I did do was the second one for a brand that I'm not exactly sure where it's going, but we thought we would do 2 unicorns, like facing each other and sort of forming a heart formation. So that I designed, but haven't really utilized it as much. Okay, so what am I looking for? I'm gonna attempt this. This is the, okay, this is that. Yeah, it fits. So I could cut 2 of these, and then I'll do the front part. An attempt is being made. I have a ton of this stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. And honestly, I'm not even sure if I like it enough, but it is a sheer weight. And the satin itself is also rather sheer, so I don't imagine that it's going to be adding too much bulk. I can get all this stuff out of the way. Creative chaos. When does creative chaos start to turn into entropy? Forever and always. Let's see. I do not care so much about putting holes in this, so I'm going to just pin this down. This I should put away for now. Oh man, I'm feeling it in my shoulder, but we must press on. I'm gonna do this for as long as I can, I promise. I don't want to give up so early. I know you guys said I should take care of myself, but work must be done. My client needs this by mid-November. It is October 30th, so I'm a little early. A little bit early on schedule, maybe. Come this way. Maybe come this way. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to find a new source for this sheer weight. I'm not even sure. I was saying that I don't even know if I like this particular version. They have a different one. This is sheer knit. But I'm going to get the other kind that's tricot but not sheer knit. Just to see. Alright, an attempt is being made. Experiments are being had right here. We're going to try. We're going to start. We're going to do this. I feel like I'm making the right decision. I want to believe that I am making the right decision because I don't see any other way around this. I know that formal wear, even the shell of the fabric like this, is reinforced somehow. What's going on? Careful. I know. I'm sorry. Just make sure to put a hot bottle or bag there. Yes, I have a heating pad that I'm very seriously consider doing. Also a hot bath I mentioned earlier. I know. I'm just being an irresponsible adult that has this as her job and needs to get it done. Oh gosh. So here's the other one. Okay, so what did I miss? Hang on. I agree with Melon. I think it's called a miracle bag. Oh, yeah, I've seen those. Also Advil. Can't take naproxen, but I have taken ibuprofen already. I took 4, and yes, you can take 4, up to 4. There's no shame. I ignore that stuff too. Okay, yeah. I'm bad. I mean, sometimes I'll whine and I'll moan and I'll let my boyfriend take care of me, and then other times I'm like, no, I'm gonna be stubborn about this because I need to do this other thing. And yeah, them's the breaks. That's just how it is. All right, I'm gonna do this. Ready? Here we go. Slides right over. And it's not going to stick now because the weave of the interfacing itself is so wide that I felt like the adhesive was coming through, and that's no bueno. So far so good. I'm trying to like really work these things out. This might be okay simply because the collar is going to be sitting right over that, so I'm not that worried, and I think I managed to get some of this other stuff out. Let's see. Okay. I mean, it's interfacing nicely. Over here, I need to do just this shoulder bit again. It's coming out a little nicer, I feel. So Blue Aquarius, tell me about yourself. Do you stream here on Twitch as well? Because if you're a sewing stream channel, I'm all about that. I will follow you in a heartbeat. So you can see now it's got a little more body to it. It's not terrible, and it's supposed to be structured anyway. I am not too concerned about the way that this part is going to be falling now. This needs to be stabilized in any case. So that one's done. I'll do the other. Another! Okay, this one, I don't know if I actually went over this yet. I think I was working on the other one, and it did seem to press some stuff out. You have to restart. Okay, Melon, we'll see you in a minute. Oh, this one now. Okay. Fit in just okay. Did move a little bit, but that's okay. I'm just gonna start the process here. So, oh, you don't stream, and you do love to sew and watch garment construction. That's wonderful. Well, I'm so happy to have you here. And if you do ever decide to start streaming, I will follow you in a heartbeat. I'm not kidding about that. I also do the YouTube thing, although that is harder because I have to like set up a project, record it with intent, and then edit the shit out of it to make it something presentable. And I found that I like the self-gratification of just getting on and streaming so that I can work on my commissions that I'm already having to do anyway. But yeah, the whole YouTube thing is not easy. Okay, where did it... right there? Being light on this edge because yeah, honestly I think it is helping with my wrinkling problem. It's like definitely keeping it a little bit more plastered down, and I'm seeing the wrinkles a lot less. That's a good thing. And now when I strip out this edge, should also stabilize it a little as well, so I don't have to worry about too much fray. Come here. Come here. Get off of there. Get off of there. Oh, I've got a thing for this. am I fighting this? Okay. So also the bottom needs to be trimmed a little bit. Yeah. So where are you from, Blue Aquarius? And are you just hanging out this morning, or are you also like watching stream and then working on stuff? Yeah, I think that's really helping with my wrinkling problem. That is awesome. All right, now I'm gonna go back over this edge and really make sure that that's going to fuse. In the corners. I mean, it is gonna get sewn in anyway, but you know, while I'm handling it, this is just gonna make my life easier. Here. Hey, you doing this? I think I made the right decision. I think this is much better now. And it's also pretty nice too, because of this particular kind of interfacing, that it's not the non-woven Pellon. It is still Pellon brand, but it's the woven, or this is the knit tricot. So you don't have the crinkling effect that the non-woven has. I don't know if you can see that, but you know what I'm talking about. If you worked a lot with the non-woven stuff, you'll see like the crinkling happening. It's the crinkling. Anyway, it's just no bueno. Alright, we're gonna do the front now. Yeah, you get that a lot. You totally understand what I'm talking about. Or did I miss something? I should really keep up with the chat sometimes. My phone is being super stubborn. It looks nice. I'm sorry about your phone, Melon, but thank you. I'm from North Carolina. I'm fighting a sinus headache. My allergies are terrible this time of year, so I'm just relaxing, scrolling through Facebook, and watching your stream. Well, thank you. And I understand allergies right now. It is that season for us here too, so I've been like randomly on stream just sneezing up a storm. You know what I'm talking about, Melon and Minty and whoever else is here. Like they've seen me. All of a sudden I have to stop and like see and then go off the camera and blow my nose because it's just terrible. And the headaches too, I understand as well. I get migraines, and I can actually say that I haven't gotten one in a while. I think earlier this year I got one. I used to get them a lot more when I was a kid. But yeah, that is no fun, so I sympathize. Allergies suck. Headaches suck. Everything sucks. It does. Oh. Bleh. But yeah, it's right now I can't decide if it wants to be fall or winter. Like, we're kind of in fall weather right now in Albuquerque, but I drove up north to Santa Fe, which is just 40 minutes up north, and it was snowing. And I'm like, really? I had a light sweater on. Luckily, I didn't wear my ballet flats. That would have been bad. But I'm like, is it really already that time of year where it's snowing now? Apparently, yes. migraines suck. Yeah, they do. Headaches suck in general because it puts a damper on your whole day. Let's see. We are just now transitioning into true fall weather here. Yeah, so New Mexico has like bipolar weather. It really can never decide if it wants to be sunny or rainy, and sometimes both in one day. It's really quite weird, and it's the same with the changing of the seasons. It's like, are you winter? Are you fall? Or are we still in summer? Because summer, we have an Indian summer, which can last like into October, like mid-October, and then all of a sudden, oh no, it's fall now. And then sometimes winter, but still fall. Same, but different, but same. Here is exactly the same. Oh. Albuquerque weather is unpredictable. Aren't you local? Didn't you tell me you're local? Ribbon kitten? Like for real and serious? Yeah, you did. And you said that we haven't met each other, right? I try to know people, especially of our same ilk. So I'm still surprised that we haven't met, if that's the case. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna survive this. I'm trying a thing where I'm kind of cutting at an angle here. Get around this curve. And tiny little nip-nips. And Ribbon Kitten, I forget if you also told me if you are a streamer or not. Nope, maybe in the future. I want to get a commission one of these days, and nope, just a viewer. Okay, so did you want to learn how to sew? Because I had this idea, if you're local, that I thought it would be fun to have somebody over and going over like a project together as like a special episode or something. I don't know. It was actually my boyfriend's idea. He's like, you should get together with local people, especially Twitch streamers, and do like a joint collaboration thing. I'm like, it's not a bad idea. I don't know how many people would be interested in doing that, but I'm up for it. I don't know why I'm doing that. This should not be steamed. I missed the last minute due to ads. Oh, I mentioned that my boyfriend had an idea of inviting local Twitch streamers or just local, maybe Lolitas, who might be interested in learning how to sew or do a certain project as a collaboration on stream. And I was wondering, since you're local, if you would be interested in doing that sort of thing. I don't know, it's just an idea. It was actually his idea. I'm gonna have to do this in pieces, I'm pretty sure, because it's not all gonna fit on there. I am interested. When would this be? We will have to discuss further details if that is the case. I am excited that you are interested. I wasn't sure if anybody would actually be interested in doing that. Some people are shy. They don't like being in front of a camera, and that's understandable. I've been a ham most of my life, so I don't mind it. How is it that you got so warped? Warped, I say. It got warped. Okay, maybe we can start with the shoulders and work our way down. I need to move this over a little bit. It's this shifting of this satin, too, is probably not helping. Okay, so I'm going to do it from this side. I'll fix the rest later. I know it's the same shape. People of YouTube who sometimes wear face masks when they're shy. That's totally fair. That is a fair way of doing it, and I would not be offended if that's the case. Okay, there's a shoulder. I think this is basically fitting in there okay. Into this armhole first. Just getting these edges on the top. This will keep it from being so shifty too. And that's going to be a lot easier to work with. See, I just need to manipulate that satin underneath so that I know that it's going to fit in the shape because I used the pattern. Starting to basically fall into place now. A few exceptions, but mostly it's landing where it needs to land. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this now. Pretty good. So, do you guys know what Extra Life is? Have you ever heard of Extra Life? Yeah, charity live stream. My boyfriend is helping out with the Extra Life thing this weekend. Some people are already starting their 24-hour streams. I was half considering doing it. I don't know what I would play. I guess you could play just about anything for 24 hours and raise money for sick kids. That's their whole thing. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. So there's some people who are doing it right now, and if you are feeling charitable and have the means, throw a couple bucks to those streamers that are streaming for Extra Life. It helps everybody out. Yeah, charity stream. See, that's looking pretty good. We have a couple flaws, but they're not too bad in this this bodice. Let's see, where no crinkling. It's just, it has body, but it doesn't have that crinkling effect that you get with non-woven. You can really feel it. Okay, and it's not going to tear when they're wearing it, so that's always a good thing. So let's see, what do we have here? Oh, I have to cut out. Do I have to cut out? I think I do. I have to cut out the rest of the lining. There's not too much left to do as far as cutting. Look at all this stuff I've got. I forget, I think I got this for a project. I got just a ton. Anybody need some purple? Anybody need some pink satin? Because I might have too much. I mean, I figured I would just get a bunch of this and have it on hand in case I needed it. You know, for reasons. So much satin. So much satin! No, really, I really don't need this much. That happens a lot with some of my interfacings. Yeah. Doesn't the glue of the interfacing just start falling apart? Oh yeah. Has moved so people have fun and help. I love that. I love the way the world... Oh, okay. I'm just catching up with this chat now. I'm sorry. That looks perfect. Oh, thank you. Yes, the interfacings. It does start to come apart. And one thing that I've done that I don't exactly know why it's taught this way, they'll tell you to trim away a certain amount of the interfacing from the seam allowance so that it's basically not in the seam allowance at all. And then that's where you start getting problems because it comes out from the seam on the inside since it's not sewn in, like as an extra precaution. So I find that that's troublesome. Fusible is fine if it's, you know, adhered correctly. Some people don't take the time to really press it on. Don't use steam because I don't know if you ever learned about the envelope and steam trick. If you want to open an envelope without breaking it, you put it over steam. Well, what do you think happens with interfacing? Same thing. So you don't use water and you don't use steam. You just bake it on with heat. Trying to roll this somehow. Keep it somewhat together. I am going to need some of this though. Let's see. Just going to snip off. I have so much of this, I don't even care. Okay, that's good. That's I will eventually need that for things. So yeah, I'm not going to interface the lining itself because it's going to already be too stiff. So just some hem tape around the edges. Ah! Well, there you go. Don't use steam. You basically just press it on really hard, no steam, just heat. And also another thing is to allow it to cool for a second or two on the board. Because if you're moving it while it's still malleable, then it's going to ruin the adhesion. So I did the front, and now I need to do, so I'm going to put this over, wait, I already did. These are my bodice pieces, but I'll put them over here. That is the shell. This is the shell. This is the front liner. This is the center front liner. This one. I need this. Oh, God help me. That's right. So, shifty shift satin here. Oh, you were. Thank you for your wise words. Magic. I'm sure now everything will work better. Well, also don't use the non-woven, but you know, yeah, that would help a lot, I'm sure, even if you do use it. Shifty, shifty satin. I can't just, you know, do this thing. It has to be still have to show you the ones I have. Oh yes, because you have the different interfacing. Trying to use pins instead of push pins just to get smaller pin pricks in this fabric. I'm going to have to trace around the pattern. That way I'm not trying to cut this and it's shifting on me, because bad things happen when we do that. I really want my pens to come in. I got 4 more of these, and these in blue and pink. So 8 in the mail. I already did that. Why am I doing that again? I don't know. Oh, mistakes were made. That's okay. How shifty it is. So one thing that I teach my students is, and I catch myself doing this a lot, but when I do, I try not to. So when we're smoothing our fabric, we try not to smooth with our whole hand, palm down, because it's like ironing it. So what I was taught to do in the factory is just to use your fingertips or your nails and gently like guide it into position. So here I want this to be a little straighter. So I'm just barely touching it, and that should match up. That way I can keep out some, avoid some waste when I'm cutting this out. Oh, what kind of pens are they? These, see, I used it so much it's already worn away. But they're the water-soluble pens that you might find on eBay being sold in like 4, 5, 10 packs, things like that. And they're really inexpensive, and they're made in Japan. So you could find them on eBay as a water-soluble fabric marker. What am I doing? I am not done pinning. What's going on with me? My brain is not working. I'm having brain problems. It's big brain time. So yeah, they have these in this color blue, which is, you know, usually what you'd find at Joann's, but I like to buy things in bulk because I know I can find them cheaper. So I bought a pack of 8, 4 in this color blue, and then 4 in pink, because depending on what color fabric I'm working on. They work really well. I've had these for literal years, and it's still trying. Ooh, he's trying. Okay, I think I got it all. Yeah, you're welcome. I'm glad you like the tips. I'm always talking out loud anyway, so I figure I'll just talk about what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. It's pretty easy. And like what happened just now, I learned things too when you suggested that I clip my hem tape. So I'm very grateful for that. Why didn't I think of that? It's so funny. I appreciate it. It helped a lot. Okay, here we go. We are cutting this now. So no matter how it shifts, I know where the lines are. That's the one thing about satin too, is like it's gonna shift on you a lot. And you can either just transfer the lines directly onto the fabric when you know that the grain is even, or keep it pinned down or weight it down really well and use a rotary cutter with a fresh blade, which you can also buy in bulk on eBay for really cheap. So if you have one of those Olfa cutters, I think I bought like a 5-pack of blades for $5. And they come in little oil packets. They work perfectly. If I ever need to use them, that's pretty much what I do. I don't really find myself using the rotary blades very much, since I've got either really nice scissors, or if I'm cutting 20 layers of fabric, I do have my nifty electric rotary cutter, which is a fabric cutting machine used for small run manufacture, which is sort of one day that I intended to try to do. It's kind of crazy to do small run manufacturing by myself. Not unheard of. Still. Maybe one day I'll take on some project and I'll make like maybe 3 of one thing. I have done that before. I've made 3 blouses at a time. I've made up to 60 leggings by myself. When I worked in that factory, that was like the project that I had assigned to me. And I had to set up 3 different machines to finish that. 60 leggings. It was nuts, man. And I was the only one doing it. I had to do everything. There were pockets on the sides. The pockets had to be finished with the cover stitch. The hem of the legs had to be cover stitched, and then everything before that had to be serged just in case. And then there was a marrow machine involved. Have you guys ever heard of a marrow machine? It's basically the predecessor to our modern day overlock. The one that I was using specifically for this project was called an activewear marrow machine, and what it did, it was actually pretty cool, is so you know what a purl stitch is, you know, the really, really tight kind of embroidered edging that you see on like patches and things like that. You might see a purled edge. So that's what a purled edge is. And so this Murrow machine does that kind of stitch, but it's in between a seam, and then you pull it apart to reveal the purl edge. So then you get like a stripe along the leg that's like a purled edge, but it's in the seam, in between the seam covering it. And it has this really nice effect. So I had to close up all of these legs by using that machine, and then you had to take them up when you're done sewing it. You had to take it up and then pull apart the entire seam to reveal that purled edge. It's pretty neat, but it was painstakingly long and kind of boring. And honestly, there was a couple moments where I don't think I did it right, because it was just like too fickle, too what do they say? Not prickly. What do they say? Fiddly. It was fiddly. So much cutting, guys. So much cutting. Yeah, it was interesting. I prefer making Lolita dresses, though. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 2:13. It's gonna be lunchtime soon. I don't know if I'm coming back after lunch though, so I better make the most of this right now. I'm not doing very well. I'm faking it. I just want to get this part at least situated to some extent. That is my goal. So I got the bodice parts interfaced and bound with hem tape, and then this has to be. You still awake? No, wake up, Iron, I need you. Yeah, maybe I should have like like an emote for subscribers that says wake up, Iron. Because I seem to say that a lot, and I think that would be very funny. Did everybody already eat? Did you you guys already eat? Does anybody want to buy me lunch? I could really use it. You didn't eat yet? What in the hell did I do here? That is not right. Okay. Do our little snippy snips. Phew.
Making me lose my cool. I can't take it. I wanna run away, but you keep breaking down the walls I'm making. I can't fake it. I'm singled into you, and you keep making me lose my cool.
Whoa! Oh my gosh! Thank you so much, Blue Aquarius! You bought me lunch! I am so grateful! I will be getting something delicious and nutritious, I'm sure. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Because my boyfriend kind of harps on me for not eating sometimes. I forget. Or I don't want to go out or whatever. And also being frugal helps a lot. And so, I don't know. I can't thank you enough. So, really, that's awesome. Thank you. Well, I hope you come to the stream a lot now, or at least, when you can. I'd love to see you some more. It sure was a helpful tip. See? I did it there. I did it right there because you said it. You did that. Okay, I think this is good. Alright, so that's going to be one lining. One lining. Yay! That was really sweet. Trying to melt the wrinkles out of this before ruining it with heat. It's got high heat right now, but I'm aware of what I'm doing. Okay. Last one for now. And then I think I'm gonna go get that lunch. I have to decide what I want to get. Honestly, I think I was thinking about getting some lunch meats and some bread and just have enough. Like that $10 will last me for at least 5 sandwiches. I mean, if I play my cards right. So I think maybe I will do the smart thing. All right, really? What pieces do I want here? I can go this way. Sandwiches are awesome. I'm glad I'm not the only person who laughs like the cat. Oh, so silly. Sandwiches are some of my favorite things. I love me some sandwiches. I mean, the other option would be that I would spend that entire $10 and go to something like Jersey Mike's. But I think the smarter decision would be get some lunch meats and cheeses, some breads, and I already have the mayonnaise and tomatoes and lettuce, and I could just, make my own sandwiches and probably not even spend all of those $10. We have to make the right decisions. Yes, when I lived solo in Washington, I was the queen of frugal food. Indeed. I try to make food that lasts for days. Actually, and that actually reminds me too, I would love to make my man a shepherd's pie. I think he would really like it. And if I make a shepherd's pie, I mean, the casserole's like this big. You see that? It's this big. So if I make it, it'll last for at least 4 days. Yeah, so I'm seriously thinking I should have, like, the emote done of like the wake up iron thing. What else do I say that would make sense to have an emote? Rip needle? When I kill the needle. When my husband was alone, he cooked everything in a 16-quart pot and ate spaghetti for over a week. My mom always cooks way too much for the whole week. Yeah, I'm thinking about emotes. That is what I am thinking about. I haven't talked to my friends since I proposed that we do an exchange. But I would like to do that. It's his favorite. We call it sketty. I mean, it's not hard to make a lasagna once in a while either. So, at least it's not like spaghetti with butter, which I have done before, but it's not like, it wasn't a common thing that we did. I just hear that that's such an American thing to do, and I grew up eating like authentic Italian and Spanish food, cause reasons. Alright, really? Do I not have like a shorter one here? Alright, I guess we're doing this. Tack this down. Yes, same. I really miss Spanish food. I forgot how to cook most of it, but I'm practicing again. I actually had never learned how to do this, but I did after watching the internet and grew up eating it, so I knew what I was looking for. But a paella was so tasty when we finally did it for the first time for Mother's Day, because both our mothers were meeting for the first time for Mother's Day, and we're like, we gotta do something super special. And they're both Hispanic, so we're like, let's make them a paella. Okay, and we did, and it came out really good. The thing about it is the saffron is expensive because it's saffron, but it's worth it. Yeah, it was pretty good. Ingredients are hard to source here sometimes. Goya brand is impossible to find here. Oh no! Yeah, Goya is like, we live off of Goya in New Mexico because it's New Mexico. So we have Jumex here, we have Goya everything. We have a Hispanic aisle in our supermarkets. Even Walmart has a Hispanic section that is pretty darn good, surprisingly. Like, Hispanic food is king here. I can't even really find medium grain rice. Oh no! Like, and making Mexican rice is one of my favorite things. It's so tasty. Mexican rice is so good. And it's pretty easy, so long as you brown the rice properly first. Okay, almost there. All right, all these little frays everywhere. So we have the backs. Woo! Let's take an inventory. I'm taking an inventory. So we have the backs. This is the facing for the back. So, you know, it's gonna go in like this. Here is collars. Let's see. This is the front. Colors are nice. That's the other back facing right here. There's the collar. Here's the facing for the front. So this is what the inside is going to have. Give or take, like that. Let's see what else. These are the sleeve bands. We have the front of the dress, and we have the back of the dress. And the sleeve here, it's a short sleeve dress. So it has a gathered sleeve. Oops, did I do that right? Nope, this goes over here. Goes over here, this goes over here. That was my test. And then the collar. Right? Oh, it's tucked in. There. We got most of the pieces for the dress. It's gonna look great. It sure is. It is an interesting choice of colors. My client picked the print for the main dress as well as the accent here, and it's also going to have out of this material a belt that goes across like so. And the belt I'm not going to interface. That's just going to be plain. But yeah, it really does pop. They're well, I think they're in New Jersey. They like to go out to New York, and they like to make a statement with their fashion. So they wanted something really bright. The dress that I have on my Etsy store, that's the Atomic Hate dress. That dress in the black with the pink shoes, that was his commission. So he wanted that color scheme as well, and I think it came out really, really good. So he likes pink. So pink and purple this time. That's how this is. It's beautiful. So it's going to look really good. And I know that this is going to fit him perfectly because we already did this dress twice before, and it fit like a glove. Really flattered the figure. It was really quite lovely. So I'm going to get that lunch now. I'm probably not going to come back today because my shoulder's not doing very good. But I did try to get a lot done as far as getting all the big pieces sort of set up. The next thing I'll have to do is I need to cut out the skirt for the shell as well as the skirt for the lining and the belt that's going to go around the waistband. And then after that, it's construction time. So we'll see how far I get tomorrow when I stream again, and then probably on Friday. I've been streaming on Fridays now too. So surprise, I stream on Fridays. Ow, ow. I'm gonna go get that lunch now. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. It was great to meet you, Blue Aquarius. I really appreciate that donation for my lunch. Very much obliged. And we hope to see you again. Of course, Melon and Minty and everybody else who's there. Thank you for coming, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.